Hi, my name is Shiva Krishnan. I've got 10 years of experience and I've worked in companies like Accenture, Multisource. So I'm a trainer, author, and I'm a marathon runner. So today I'll be taking you through a deck titled Strategies for Results. And we will be covering topics like 10x rule, social media, role of follow-up in sales, getting things done, referrals, what to do during trouble, role of risk in success, speed of decision, how does it impact your business, power of commitment, free and time based discount, never give up, factors uniform in every business, visibility, continuous learning and improvement. Okay, so before we move forward, before I begin, I would like to let you know as a disclaimer that the results that you may get by applying these strategies may vary. But one thing for sure that I'll be covering the following 7 or 8 things which are uniform in every business. So all the successful businesses that you name are applying this in their day-to-day business. So even when it comes to succeeding in job or in business, these factors are uniform. So let us see what they are. Okay, so first thing is 10x rule. Now, this is a rule this is a rule I have seen working most of the time. I personally applied this in sales. So I'll go give you the numbers. So I used to I used to handle 300 or 400 calls a day, and out of that, I used to convert one or two. So this 10x rule says that if you need a particular number in your business, you need to multiply that by 10 times. So if you want to sell a product to one prospect, it does not mean that you have to just approach one prospect. You need to approach 10. Now, 10 will be insufficient. 100, 1,000, 2,000. And if we keep approaching so many prospects, right, one will be converted for sure. Okay, so in today's day and age, right, we either get sold or we either sell, and everyone is involved in selling and buying. So even before I got to know about 10x rule by Grant Cardone, I was subconsciously using this as I had just highlighted a few minutes back. So having seen recent results, I've decided to go full on with this and not to quit. So those who use 10x rule by Grant Cardone have never quit, and he has himself has admitted that he never quits despite many barriers. And 10x rule is pretty simple to understand, which means massive action. Now, massive action is not an easy thing, but it is worth it, and it will definitely yield results. And 10x rule is taking massive actions and doing consistently. तो मैं भी हिंदी में भी मैं आपके बताना चाहूँगा कि अगर आपको एक प्रोस्पेक्ट को सेल करना है तो सिर्फ एक प्रोस्पेक्ट को अप्रोच करने से काम नहीं होगा. 10 प्रोस्पेक्ट तक रीच आउट करो, 100 रीच आउट करो, 1000 तक रीच आउट करो, 2000 तक रीच आउट करो, एक तो बाय कर ही लेगा. सो अगर आपको 10 चाहिए, 10 प्रोस्पेक्ट्स, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग एक्शंस मल्टीप्लाई करना. 10,000 तक पहुंच जाओ तो 10 प्रोस्पेक्ट्स आपको आपके मतलब प्रोडक्ट खरीद ही लेंगे. Alright, so now let me give an example of how I applied 10x rule to some degree in my workplace and got some decent result. In my office, we had a sales target and a cross sale target. The cross sale is defined as selling same product to a customer's family member or selling another product to the same customer. Now, the product in our office was insurance, and insurance, first a premium is generated and it is called a quote. When a quote is given to a customer had to decide whether he wants to go ahead or not. Alright? And then out of 100 customers that I used to give the quotations to, one would agree to take a quote. And out of 10 quotes, I used to sell one. So that means out of 1,000, so as I said, like Out of 1,000 customers that I used to talk to, I was able to sell to one customer. This was between 2009 to 2011. So in short, that's how 10x rule works, and it makes taking massive actions, and that too consistently, till you get result. Okay, I will give you another example. I recently decided to apply 10x rule by Grant Cardone, and this time it was in a new field. It was called recruitment. Okay, so this was in April 2020, and I took off to a flying start by sending text messages, WhatsApp messages, made phone calls, etc. So on day one, I sent 50 WhatsApp messages. Day two, I sent 150 plus messages, and on end of day two, I was blocked by WhatsApp, and it was a permanent ban. Of course, I was scared as I created a new problem. And as you know, permanent ban means you cannot use WhatsApp again. However, I found a way out and restored that permanent ban by communicating with WhatsApp support team. So they agreed to resolve that. So I resumed sending messages via WhatsApp to candidates for shortlisting them. So overall, I had reached 1,900 candidates in a span of 15 days through calls, text messages, WhatsApp messages, and I ended up shortlisting 2 candidates, which was the result I was expecting. So now, keep this thing in mind. I was a fresher in recruitment, all right, but I still was able to get a result within first 15 days. I had no idea how to do recruitment, but I just applied the 10x rule that I had learned. Now, so again, the key thing that you have to bear in mind is you take massive action and you have to keep doing it consistently. Okay, so to summarize, to close one client, okay, you would need to make on an average of, let's say, 5,000 phone calls and send text messages, emails, WhatsApp messages, and use all means of communication, and then you'll see that you will be able to close one client. Okay, now the key thing, as I said, is persistence. All right, now while you apply this 10x rule, you may encounter objections like not interested, price, not interested, not now, salary is too high. As in the field of recruitment, you can replace that with price too high, I cannot relocate, cell phone switched off, not reachable, number invalid, work profile not suitable for me, and you can replace that with the product or the service not suitable for me. Okay, so you will come across these kind of objections in sales for sure. So be prepared, right? When you start making calls and sending messages, doesn't mean that the customer is ready to buy the product. You will come across objections, but your job is to keep persisting till the time you get the result. Okay, so this was an overview. Keep taking massive actions consistently till the time you get results. And this 10x rule, this is the beautiful part about 10x rule. It can be learned by anyone, including those who have less formal education. So someone has completed grade 12 education, or let's say someone was just done 12th pass, even someone who's completed just 12th standard examination, even he or she can apply this 10x rule, and he or she will get the result. Now, let's move on to the second topic. Which is social media. Social media, you have famous entrepreneurs like Tai Lopez, Dr. Vivek Bindra, Sandeep Maheshwari, Grant Cardone. All these famous successful people are using social media. Okay, so now you may be wondering, like, why is social media free? Now, social media is free for you, but it's actually not free, because they earn revenue through ads. So end of the day, when you are free, that means you are the product. In some or the other, you may not necessarily buy anything through social media, but then you get to know about visibility. Okay, and now let's take a look at few social media giants like Facebook, Twitter, Google, YouTube, Instagram. And how, as I said, how are they free? Advertising. And does it yield results for those who advertise their products and services? Yes. Now, the more you're active on social media platform, the better and the more outreach you have. And that will help you, that will increase the chances of you being visible, you being visible to not many people, and then many people may have a chance of buying your products and services. So here's a brief overview of each and every social media platform. So first is Facebook. Now Facebook is a hybrid of video, post, photographs, memories, events, marketplace, and groups. So Facebook is a must-have for businesses. The second is Twitter. Twitter is attention grabbing with short tweets. The third is Instagram. It's actually a visual way of storytelling through pictures and videos. And then you have LinkedIn. It's somewhat similar to Facebook, but when it comes to writing detailed posts or articles and having emotional sponsors shares, but it's for professionals. Now, LinkedIn again is a great tool for your business. And the next is YouTube. Now, this is one of my favorite. YouTube is completely about videos and it's 100% visual form of social media. This is another excellent platform and my favorite platform. So till now, I have watched 4,000 plus hours of video of all types such as food, traveling, sales, success, inspiration, movies, business trips, etc. So many people are missing out on the benefits and advantages of YouTube. So if you were to ask me whether I have a YouTube channel or not, yes, I do have my own YouTube channel, and it was launched in 2020 during COVID times. Now, if anyone has his or her channel with 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, he or she can have his or her channel monetized. Now, some of you may even have a question that, okay, not necessarily that having 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers may help you that much revenue. That's fine. That's agreed and understood. But if you have 1,000 subscribers and more, then you can actually reach out to businesses and say that you're going to help them in promoting their products and services. That way you can also earn, and there are many more things you can do through YouTube. You can form a community, and it will also help you to leave behind a legacy. Let's say after a few years down the line, or when you're not alive, what do you want to be known for, right? So were you able to build a community? Were you able to get things done? Were you able to create an impact on the society? On all these things, YouTube does help you. All right, now let's move to the third topic, which is called role of follow-up in sales. Now, this is a very, very important point. See, what happens is, you may have come across this. Many prospects will tell you that, I need to think about it, call me at this particular time. I'm right now busy, I'm driving, etc., etc. So, most of the prospects will ask you to call you at a particular time. They will not buy immediately. So, you need to make sure that you need to have the follow-up list ready, and trust me, more than almost half of the sales are through follow-up. And if you were to ask me, have you personally done follow-up in sales? Yes, I have done that, and it has helped me tremendously. And in case if you're missing out on follow-up, that means you're not uh, concerned about your job in field of sales, and you're going to miss out on your sales. So follow up is definitely a must. Okay, now let's move forward to the next topic, which is getting things done. Now, how to get what you want. How to get what you want, and I would love to talk on this topic. Now, I got results in my professional career and my personal life, and I'm going to fine tune this. Let me take some. Let me share some examples from my life. Last year I said to myself during August 19 that I am going to hit a target in my office for $30,000. And I just said to myself without any doubt and without any uh, hesitation. I was just on my intuition, right? And I said that, okay, this is something I'm going to do. And believe me, I was able to do that in my office, and I even got an award as well. So there are many other examples as well. Like there was a time in September 2019, I didn't have a credit card, I didn't have a loan, and I wanted to buy something very badly. It was a lecture that I wanted to buy, and then I was just thinking that, okay, what do I need to do? I kept on taking some actions, and I approached one of my friends and said that, you know what, I need this lecture. I'm going to buy you. I'm going to pay you in installments. And is there a way? Can you do this? Now this friend is a new friend. He doesn't know me for years. He just met me on 2 or 3 occasions. So you may say that, no, there's a high possibility that he may not lend you. He may not give you the lectures that you are talking about. But I somehow convinced him, and got what I wanted. It was priced at 30,000 bucks. Now it may not sound like a big thing, but again, it was something for me. So again, now how did this happen? I used following formula, like identify what you want and be after it till you get it. I'm going to repeat this. Identify what you want and be after it till you get it. It means taking actions till the time you get what you want. Now this may differ from people to people. Some may want some XYZ thing. It may not matter to the other person, but it matters to you. So identify what you want and keep going after it till you get it. Okay, let's look at the next topic, which is referrals. There's another way to get clients, that's through referrals. So once you have sold the product to a prospect and a prospect is impressed with your product or service, then ask him, would you recommend your friend or a family member to buy a product or service from us? And you will see there are high chances of you attracting new prospects through this thing called referrals. Okay, and let's move on to the next point, which is what to do during trouble. Now this is a very good question. I'd like to share some example from the life of my friend. Okay, he was stuck in a foreign country. He had his academic qualifications with him, but he didn't know the language of that particular country, and English was not widely spoken. It was spoken by, I would say, 10 or 20%. Majority of people used to speak the language of that country. It was called Malay. And there was a time, what happened to him was he just had 5 ringgit in his wallet. So having 5 ringgit is almost like having 80 bucks, 80 rupees. Now, let's say approximately 100 rupees. 100 rupees, what does it matter? Right? I mean, does it even count? It really means nothing, right? And he was about to be sent back from his accommodations, which means he didn't have a place to stay. That means he has to sleep on the street. Now he wanted to save himself from this disgrace and humiliation, right? uh, his mobile phone was broken, his laptop was broken, and he couldn't reach out to his family members or friends or anyone. And he thought that, okay, this is over, and I really can't carry on from here. But he somehow kept on communicating through sign language, uh, and he approached several people asking for a job if he could work there. And he approached 20-25 people. Most people were just staring at him, and finally he managed to find a job. So the whole idea is that when you are in trouble, right, use communication as a tool. Keep communicating, and you'll be able to find a solution. Okay, now let's move to another topic, another point called rule of risk in success. There are many examples as well. It applies to everyone in the field of business, and many famous entrepreneurs have talked about this. Henry Ford, Larry Ellison, Richard Branson, Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk is an example of this. Alright, let's move to the next point, which is speed of decision, and how does this impact your business? Well, this certainly can influence how much your business can grow and how fast can it grow. Of course, I'm not talking about deciding to invest $1 billion or millions of dollars or $100,000. All I'm referring to is if a client were to ask about some discount or some other option, and you as a business owner say, I need to think about it, your prospect will certainly think that, okay, you don't care about the prospect, and the prospect does move forward. Your customer moves forward. Now, as a business owner, if you say that, okay, my client is asking this, which is not a big thing, and you take a decision instantly, you will see results for sure. Okay, now let's move forward to the next topic, next point, which is power of commitment. This is uniform in lives of every successful person, successful entrepreneur, and they commit to themselves and they take action based on that commitment. Now, this is I've learned from one of my favorite entrepreneurs and my mentors. His name is Sandeep Maheshwari. He has made a point that he makes a commitment with himself and he fulfills it. That's how you become a man of your word. So once you've made a commitment, regardless of whether it's going to be profitable to you or not, when you're given a word, when you fulfill that, you see how many people start trusting you, and it will really help you. So there is one thing from my life, from my own life. In a group, I said that I will finish doing this particular thing and I will complete it. Now, I'm a kind of a person who's pretty laid back and who's very lazy, and I generally have the habit of acting in the last minute. Okay, so, and there are times when I've not been properly disciplined or completely focused. But here, since I made a commitment to the group that this is the task that I'm going to complete, I will finish it, I ended up doing it because I had a fear that I'll be perceived by the group that this guy made a commitment, he makes a commitment, he doesn't fulfill it. And so that humiliation prompted me to take action and live by my word. Next, let's move for the next, which is free and time-based discount. This is also another strategy, which is a very, very valuable strategy. When you offer valuable thing for free, right, to many people, let's say that you have launched your product or service and this is day one, and you say that, you know what, we are giving this product or service free, absolutely free. And if you sell it, let's say 100 or let's say 500 new people walk into your store, or they call you and order the product. Okay, so out of that 500, I assure you at least 50 or 100 will become your loyal customers, provided your quality of the product or service is also something that is matching their expectations. Okay, so if you see that there have been some businesses which have used this strategy. For example, there's a famous outlet called Chai Sutta Bar. So every time when there's a new franchisee of Chai Sutta Bar, on day one, they offer free tea to new customers. So this generates a lot of positive uh, things in the mind of new people. And for example, if 100 people are at the franchisee of Chai Star, they want at least 10 or 20 are loyal customers from day two onwards, because their product is so amazing and they're offering this for free. That helps this business in attracting the loyalty and also expansion of the business. Okay, and also when you offer a time-based discount, many people start thinking that, oh, this discount may not be available next time, so they may hurry up and order the product or service pretty quickly. They'll think that, okay, this offer is going to go away, this offer is not going to be here anymore, so let me buy the product or service. This does bring a huge spike in sales of your product and services. All right, now let's move forward to the next topic. Give me a moment. There's one more here. Okay, never give up attitude. This can be summed up as being persistent. Keep persisting till the time you get result. This is one great quality which is emphasized by greats like Grant Cardone, Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. Now, let's talk about factors that are uniform in each and every business. Whether they are successful or not, you will find this universally applicable. You go to India, you go to United States, you go to UK, you go to Canada, you go to New Zealand, in each and every business on this planet, you will find these following factors that are applicable, right? And that applies even to working professionals as well. So whether you work for someone or whether you do a business, these factors are uniform. So the first thing is, these are the following factors. So why do people pay money to anyone for any particular reason on any given day? The first thing is they want the problem to be solved. Now, let me demonstrate what I mean. Okay, so I have this thing. Now what is this? This is a power bank. So a power bank is actually a device that does supply power to your mobile phone. Now you might be saying that, okay, yes, I am aware of that. Are you talking, can you talk something new? Oh yes, okay. So this is a device that does supply power to your mobile phone. But then, why would I, why do I pay money to this device which is just a box? You see, this is a portable device that can supply power to my mobile phone on any given day, any given time. So which means I don't have to be bothered about running out of charge. So what's this box doing here? This box is solving the problem of providing power at any given point of time. Okay. Now, second thing is people pay money because they like a product or a service or a brand or an individual or a company. They just like it. Now, whether it's right or wrong, that's a different thing. We're not getting into that argument. So that's one of the second reasons why they pay money. Third thing is they trust the brand or individual or company or product or service. This is also a very important point. Recently, I was about to invest almost $2,000 for a product or service. But guess what? The representative at that organization pissed me off. Okay, they did not treat me properly and I had issues with trust. And I said that, okay, I'm walking away from this deal. I'm not going to invest my money. So you see, now this $2,000, which is 1 lakh, you multiply that by 100 or maybe thousands, you imagine the loss of revenue for the business. Okay, so there is, as I said, trust is one of the important factors why people pay money to anyone. And the fourth is they need that particular product or service. And fifth point is availability and visibility. So if business shop is not available online or offline, if they are not available online or offline, the customer, the new customer or prospect, what they will do is they'll go to another business and they'll say, okay, you know what, this service provider is not available, this company is not available, I'll go and order it from someone else. Okay, and last, now let me go through a few more points. All right, visibility. As I said, people do buy from a place or an organization or company that they can see. If they don't get to see, they are not going to buy the product or service. And next point is continuous learning and improvement. People who get results and keep succeeding always use this thing in their day-to-day lives. So continuous improvement. If you were to ask about me, whether I'm involved in that thing or not, yes. I'm involved in several training programs to improve myself. Now, as I said, the following factors like solving a problem, like for a product or service or organization, brand or company, trust, need, and visibility, availability. These factors, found in every brand, you name it, like Tata, Birla, Dell, Adidas, Amazon, Fast Track, Bisleri, Himalaya, ICICI Bank, Mahindra, and all those successful businesses use these factors to almost 100%. Okay, so all right, these are the points that I've covered in today's session: strategies for results. Now, as I said, this is a session titled Strategies for Results. Now, results does not mean success. Now, success may mean better results, but whether the results are better or not, these points are going to be handy whenever you talk about getting results. If you were to ask me, have you applied this to your life? And the answer is yes. I'll give you some examples from my own life. During COVID-19, when I lost my job, I didn't have anything. I was at zero. And then in COVID-19, when I got a job, I also got a hike in the first month. And I have been from zero, I've been going to 30K, from 30K to 50K and beyond. I'm on the path of earning 6 figures. Now, I don't have extraordinary qualifications. I haven't done graduation from premier universities like IIM or IIT. No, certainly not. I've done graduation just from a normal university, and if a person like me can keep on making improvement and earning good figure month on month, I'm pretty sure you can also do that. So as I said earlier, the strategies that I covered in this session, if you apply, you may get result. And the results that you may get for your business or a job may vary. So to summarize, whether it comes to a promotion in a job or whether success of a business or the expansion of a business, these points that I've covered in today's session are uniformly applicable. I really appreciate the time that you spent with me so far. Thank you so much, and you have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.